We are flying on this week's episode of Implicit Bias. Almost 2 hours has just flown by as we solve the problems of the world, one weekly whiskey or 3 or 4 or 5 at a time. I'm your host, Kevon Bordelon. We're having too much fun in the Mr. Lester's Top Secret Podcast lair. And in this final episode, we are here to make fun of people. That's just what we're going to do. And yes, hopefully we're not making fun of you. And if we are making fun of you, hopefully you figure it out. So let me introduce you to the crew real quick. Chris Castro, the consigliere of Castro Law, sitting in the chair like mine here in the TSPL. At the bar, Lee Ritter and Triple H, Brian Harmon, Hold Harmless Harmon of Dupree Carrier Godshaw, Lee Ritter of Ritter Consulting Engineers. We have gone down the path of government corruption. We've gone down the path of beef tallow and cooking French fries the best way possible. We have gone down the route of multiple weekly whiskeys, the presidential dram, and now...
And the inauguration.
Yeah, the inauguration, of course. But now it's time for us to put our foot, as The Rock would say...
Spit it out. Let's go.
...in the Rudy Poo candy ass of those who are gonna fight over Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Did y'all see this story? I mean, I sent this over. I know there wasn't a ton of time this week.
I'm watching it on X right now. It looks ridiculous.
Okay, so first of all...
Impossible.
No, it's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
And it's not improbable.
No.
It happened. Somebody filmed it.
It happened. So first of all, I feel like if you're going to Costco, you're Will Ferrell in Old School. When the guy catches him at the party, he's like, "Man, what do you got going this weekend?" "Oh, the wife and I, we're gonna go like Bed Bath. We're got a crazy weekend plan. We're gonna go Bed Bath and Beyond. We're gonna go Costco, right?" It's like, dude, you're going to Costco. I love Costco. Don't get me wrong. Costco.
You're married with 2 kids.
Yeah, well, if you go to the meat department at Costco, you can get great whole roast. You can do all kinds of fun stuff with what's
couple.
provided there, right? You can get seafood there. I mean, there's you can get stuff to work on the house. There's all kinds of cool stuff there.
That all true. But when it comes down to this topic, who thinks Costco's getting the golden ticket? Okay? Let's just who's getting
this is
the
also
gold?
fair.
I mean, who really believes Costco, who
Okay.
buys in bulk, is going to get multiple of these
All right.
golden ticket things?
Well, so hold on. Costco's liquor department
legit
is one of the greatest liquor departments in all of the United States. They sell more liquor than any other single retailer in the United States.
Yeah.
They get great stuff
Sure enough,
at great prices.
a lot of run of the mill stuff goes out the door.
They also
And a lot of OE gets sold in certain supermarkets
it does
because of the clientele.
it
right?
does.
So the clientele that goes there buys a lot of certain kind of liquor.
They do.
But so just because you're moving volume doesn't mean you're getting golden tickets.
With all of that, let me just ask. So, Kevon, lay out for us what happened at Costco.
Okay, so here's what happened at the Costco. Costco got all these packs of Pokemon cards. And it's like their own special pack that you can only get at Costco, which is the way that they do business, right? Businesses make special packages and special offerings for Costco. Well, they get Pokemon. And I get it. I had kids. My son, when he was 12, played Pokemon. He's not 32 years old trying to fight the other dude who lives in his mom's basement at 32 years old for some freaking pack of Pokemon in the middle of freaking Costco. I'm just saying.
Who used his mom's card to get in?
Yeah, probably used his parents' card to get in.
Is that what happened, though?
That's what happened. I mean, what else happened?
I'm just asking.
No, what else happened?
So as we saw the video there, we see 2 adult males probably.
Okay, hold on.
easily in their-
Whoa. Don't assume that they're males.
True. We see
They're
2
fighting over
before
Pokemon
today.
cards.
And I say adult, and I use that word
Yeah.
loosely as far as we see 2 mature individuals, maybe men, but going at it, head lock on one and other with, thinking he's carrying the football to the end zone for the Super Bowl. And our guy is trying to tackle him for the freaking the box of cards.
And here's how you know.
And the Costco guy just walking by, like he really doesn't care.
Like he's seen it every Saturday morning. Here we go again.
Like he works at a Waffle House.
He looked like a subway police officer in New York City with someone on fire.
And
Oh yeah.
that's funny, but it's sad because it's true.
But
Why you gotta bring us down?
Hey,
But-
All right, back to the funny.
but true,
what I
though.
wanted to see was the Nolan Ryan just uppercuts to the head. I mean, notice there is zero killer instinct at all. None. If you're gonna get into this fight,
it's true.
get into the fight. Don't fight like you're fighting your sister, which is what it looked like. Like, oh, I don't want to hurt my sister. I'm not. No, dude, this guy is fighting you over a bunch of freaking Pokemon cards. They're playing cards, right? If you want to fight me over a package in Costco, and this is the difference, this is why they say, and this is why specifically that generation says, don't mess with Gen X. If that had been a Gen Xer who was trying to get that for his kids, what would have happened to that 32-year-old?
He'd have been pretzeled.
Oh, he'd have been pretzeled. He'd have been flayed from his nya all the way up to his neck.
We don't know if it's a him.
Yeah,
them.
well, doesn't matter what it is.
Hey.
Yeah, he'd have been flayed, right? I mean, skinned alive by a Gen Xer because it's like, you want to start this fight?
I don't know if that fight would have even occurred.
Probably
He
not.
probably looked at him and been like, these cards are mine.
Yeah. Actually, he probably would have looked at him and it would have been the Hancock. He'd have leaned in and said, you fellas really sure you want to ride this train? Because that's what it would have been. That's where it would have gone, right? I'm going to take your head and I'm going to shove it up his if y'all want to do this. And that's where Gen X would have taken this. That's the crazy part about this. It's not even a real fight. This looked like, and I don't want to say the WWE, I'm trying to think of a fight that was rigged. This looked like the Tyson-Jake Paul fight, where they're like, we're going to make you think we're fighting, but we're not really
You mean
fighting.
the 2020 election?
Yeah, fraudulent from the get-go,
There we go.
right? But that's my whole point is this whole thing was like, what are you doing? What is so important in your life that you think a Pokemon card is worth some sort of physical altercation? Because trust me, the guy who's seen and understands violence, the guy, and I'm not saying I'm that guy. We've had these guys on this show. You don't pick a fight with that guy over a Pokemon card because he will make sure that a feeding tube and a colostomy bag are needed for the remainder of your natural existence.
At minimum.
Yeah, Adam, Ritter, this is an audible medium, Ritter. That means you have
At minimum. Well, it's over on Brian, and Brian's just tapping his pen. And
come on,
laughing.
Brian. Yeah, Brian. What,
He's just giggling, and it's like, get in on the conversation or pass the mic.
I can't discuss Pokemons. I don't care.
Me either.
What do y'all want from me?
I'm discussing the generation that beats Pokemon.
it's like, are you kidding me? I mean, look, we collected baseball cards as kids. Our generation was baseball cards and then some football cards. How many fights did you see over baseball cards as a kid? I mean, you might have had an individual fight here or there. Never in the store. Never in the store. Why? Because first, the store owner would have beat the hell out of you and kicked you out.
And the gum was terrible, so nobody
Oh,
wanted
God, the gum was horrific. And then if your parents found out you did it,
No more cards for you.
yeah, oh, no more cards? You would. What's the saying? My father said it, and I know everyone in this room, except for maybe Tug, I don't know how old Tug is, maybe his father said it, which is, I made you. I'll kill you and make another one just like you and enjoy doing it.
Yep.
That's the saying. That's where it went. That's why maybe we got alleged dudes fighting over Pokemon cards.
Well, I don't know. I guess Pokemon, it seems to me, is probably a Chinese creation. I'm not
Japanese.
Sure. Oh,
Japanese.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
it's Japanese, no doubt.
I mean, something we need to put a big tariff on.
You know what? If they're going to try and bring that through the American Canal into the Gulf of America, absolutely. And cheers that. Yeah, I'm glad you rang the bell. That was well played, Mr. Castro. The consigliere coming in big. Oh, look, it's been too much fun on this week's episode.
Our world is coming to an unusual location when we're worried about freaking fighting over Pokemon cards. I mean, they're fighting over a piece of steak, or I don't know what, maybe some bourbon, or I don't know. But
No.
But you know what? We're not fighting over.
The food rights would have come in the second Biden
Yep.
term.
We're not. The one thing we're not fighting over is more implicit bias. We got to wrap up this episode. Tug is telling me that we are done for this particular week. So you know what? If you have seen us on socials, if you've seen us on podcasts, find us, like, subscribe, X, YouTube, Insta, Facebook. And guess what? You can find all our past episodes. And if not, we'll see you in 7 on Implicit Bias Radio.